And we're live, boys. We're live. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna wait for people to show up. Yo, Destructor, what's up, bro? How you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting fucking water right now, so. Yep. I sure went live like an hour ago. There's like gunshots going off like in the neighborhood over. Water, yeah, dude. I got that nice Brita filtered water. I can't drink tap water. I'm a fucking like bougie princess. Yeah, I got my water, dude. I got my water. There's so much shit going on right now, dude. There's so much going on right now on the internet sphere. Yo, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, fuck. Let me take my watch off. My watch is like cutting. Dude, I'm so bad with like sizing watches because I either make them way too tight or way too loose. EDP, Sneeko. Yeah, dude, there's there's too much going on right now. Like, I should have a video dropping tonight about the EDP Gideon shit going on. So that should be interesting. I think Gideon's #1 hater, according to everyone right now, should be releasing a video about the situation. I'm at work, but I'll be sneaky elbow cough. Yeah, seems legit. Speaking of elbow coughing, guys, I'm fucking clear. I'm clear from COVID. I'm fully recovered, which is good. It literally felt like I was going to have it forever, honestly. Like, I think it was yesterday, I slept for like 16 hours just to recover. I don't think I've ever slept for 16 hours ever. Yeah. Fuck COVID, dude. Honestly. It's the worst. It's terrible. People are like, oh, it's a glorified cold. It's like, yeah, to an extent, but it's like a cold doesn't make me sleepy for like 9 out of 10 times. Like it feels like you're depressed. Like it makes you feel like you just don't want to leave the bed. Not because you mentally can't, but you just physically. Like it's exhausting. But to be fair though, this past week has been the most like hygienic I think I've ever been. Like having 2 showers a day, constantly washing my hands, using hand sanitizer, like, and I started taking fucking vitamin pills. I think the last time I took any sort of vitamins was like Flintstone gummies back when I was like 10. So my body's like getting adjusted to all these vitamins that I've been consuming. Take your vitamins. They're good for you. They just suck because they taste terrible. Because I can't like buy those kid ones, even though those ones are easier to eat, but I morally I can't. I'm an adult. I'd get judged. Yeah, the Sneeko stuff's crazy. Like, I don't know. Sneeko's always coming out with the most crazy shit, man. Like he got confronted at a gym for being an asshole, and then he did that lie detector test, and apparently he watches gay porn, which is its own thing. But I do have an issue with that video because the guy in the video is a known like liar with his lie detector. Like I don't want to take away the content from it because I think it's funny as fuck, but like that guy is so unreliable with like he's in every single YouTuber video with lie detector tests. Like he's like the discount lie detector guy. So it's like I just don't believe anything in those videos because I think it's all playing up and it's all a bunch of bullshit. But it's still funny though. It's still really funny because I think he does. I think the lie detector guy should have asked if he's a pedophile. I think that would have been really funny. I think that would have made some fucking amazing content. Like, how does someone unironically watch Cuties? Like, I don't get that shit. I watched it to make a video on it, and it was garbage. Probably one of the worst movies I think I've ever seen. Sneeko is gay. Well, it is a possible. I mean, he's into cuck stuff. I mean, I don't know how you could be a cuck and not be a little bit gay, right? Like, you're getting satisfaction from seeing a dude fuck your girlfriend. Like, that's got to be a little bit gay. Like, watching a guy fuck your girlfriend. Like, it's not like your girlfriend's having sex with another girl. It's literally you watching a guy dick down your girlfriend. Like, that's a little bit gay. Oh, but Cameron, watching straight porn isn't gay. Well, yeah, but if you're in person, that's a little weird, I think. I think being in the same room as someone having sex is weird. Especially with your girlfriend. Oh, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, cucks can do their own cuck thing. It's just I don't understand cuck stuff. Good thing I covered the Sneeko porn thing. Yeah, but like I said though, like there's a bigger thing going on there with the lie detector dude, because that lie detector dude is like super unreliable. That guy's like known for being extremely unreliable. Which causes a huge issue because people always see lie detectors as like the say all end all. What happens the next time James Charles grooms a child and they get the lie detector guy to like question him about it, and then they just bullshit the entire video? I have health issues and slept 16 hours before. It feels like you just traveled in exchange for your soul the first few times. Kudos. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, that's the thing. It sounds nice, right? Like, oh, you got 16 hours of sleep. Good for you. It's terrible. It makes you feel like you're like spaced out. It's really weird. Like, I didn't know really how to describe it because I've always had kind of brain fog ever since I had COVID the first time. But like, I slept for like 16 hours the one day. I think I slept from like 9 p.m. to about 11 a.m. And then I slept, I stayed up for about an hour to like eat. And then I fell back asleep for another like few hours. And it was like, I just felt so spaced out. Knowing Sneeko, he is gay. Again, I wouldn't doubt it. He's a cuck. It is a possibility. It is a possibility. Latest on EDP. Basically, right now, I have a video being uploaded, hopefully within the next hour, on the EDP Sting video that just came out. But as far as I'm concerned, that's about it, right? Like, every time I go on the Reddit, it's just a bunch of people slandering Kayla and like just being pissed off in general. So I don't think there's really much going on in the EDP world. Hopefully he gets arrested. I don't know, man. My faith in this whole entire situation has gone down so much since I made my first video, which sucks because I want to be positive, but it's like, oh no, man. I think content kind of destroyed this whole situation. So, which is ironic because Gideon said that it was going to be a legality first, content second, but it seems like it was always going to be content first. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope he gets arrested at this point. I think that's going to be my next big thing that I'm going to like talk about is like him actually being arrested, because I'm just getting tired, man. I'm getting tired about talking about EDP. It's exhausting. Like, honestly. I think it's fun to meme on him, but at the same time, at a point where it's just like, I'm tired of seeing victims. Like, I'm just tired of it. And I'm tired about all the fucking fighting happening about the EDP stuff. Like, I'm just tired of all the arguing that's happening within the Reddit, within the internet. I don't know. I think people have just lost their humanity over this whole entire thing. Like, calling out the victim, attacking me for voicing my opinions on Gideon. It's like, I think people just have lost their humanity over this whole thing. I hope his website gets taken down. Gideon fraud. Yeah, Gideon's a massive fraud. I stand by that opinion. I don't care if people are giving me hate. I stand by the fact that he's a massive fraud. A lot of people don't know, but I talk to Kayla. I talk to Kayla a lot about this situation. I know a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know. Gideon, and listen to me now, guys. Gideon's a massive fucking fraud. He's all surface. He is all surface, bro. He's a massive fraud, and I stand by that. I don't care if people see him as a fucking hero or the be end all of Gideon or EDP. He's a content creator like all the rest of them. Like, I genuinely, he's a huge fucking fraud, dude. Sneeko defended EDP. Yeah, I talked about that way back when it happened. It was like, Oh my god, dude! Is he like the one thing that stuck out about that whole entire thing is him saying, "Is he a pedo or is he just an honest weirdo?" Like, bro, are we just gonna call everyone who grooms children honest weirdos? Like, is that something we're just gonna do now? Did you get the update on the Oz Media versus Illuminati? I did not. I did not. I haven't really been checking out much stuff lately. I've been too busy playing Skyrim. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I've been too busy playing Skyrim. But tomorrow, since it's Sunday, I'm probably going to dedicate most of my day to actually catching up on some of the internet drama. Because I also was watching how what's going on right now with the Twitter or Twitch. Some stuff's going on Twitch right now, and I've also got another video coming out about the Roblox stuff because I found another game mode that's completely deplorable, and I don't know how I'm going to get footage for it because it is that bad. Like, it's really bad, and I don't know because I really like making that Roblox video. That Roblox video was fun as fuck, and there's so much, like, it's a whole rabbit hole. Like, it's a massive rabbit hole. Yes, yeah, I know. Dude, Sneeko literally is a concern, bro. Like, genuinely, he is like. I understand his whole niche is that he like pisses people off on purpose, and he's supposed to be like the internet hated guy. But some of the stuff he says is just like actually fucking dangerous. Illuminati tricked him into signing a legal contract, binding him into indentured servitude. She's foreclosing his house because he tried speaking up against her. Jesus Christ. God damn. Every time something comes out about Illuminati, it's always worse. Like, I don't understand how it gets worse, but every single time it somehow gets worse. Every single time I hear about a new information about Illuminati, like, it's like how like, I get it. Legally she can do it, right? Because if she's legally bound, that's still like, but that's still so fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people sign contracts without even looking at them, especially if you're going to be like working for a YouTuber. You're like, oh, this sounds like a sick gig, and then you end up getting fucking your house taken away from you. Like, fuck Illuminati, man. Honestly, that's terrible. That's terrible. Shame on her, and shame on the fact that this situation has been going on so fucking long. Avid Robux, and my account is bound to 17 plus ID. Let me know if you want me to go any 17 plus experiences, record for you. I wouldn't mind helping you bring light to it. Yeah, I'm trying to focus though. Like, I do want to dive into the 17 plus stuff because there's a lot of stuff around that. But right now, I want to go after the games that are specifically made for children that are sexually exploitive that don't have 17 plus ratings. Because I think a lot of these bigger games can get away with it by saying, oh, well, we're 17 plus. But a lot of these smaller games that are preying on children and stuff, they don't have any sort of like age verification, which is like so fucked up. And like another big thing I didn't really dive into because it's not really my area is the fact that you can buy moderation for a lot of these games. You can buy administration and completely destroy the games, which is good in some cases, but really bad in other cases. You can literally buy to be a moderator. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, oh my god, dude. Roblox is so bad. Sneeko needs an FBI search. For real, dude. I wouldn't doubt it in a next couple while we find out that Sneeko is being like accused of something. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. It's gonna happen. He signed the contract because they were dating, and she said if she signed it, it would fix their relationship problems. There should be a clause to get out of it then, right? Like, I feel like there's got to be a loophole there where if he proves that she was like manipulating him in a vulnerable position, he could get out of the contract. I mean, I'm sure he's going to need a fucking good ass lawyer to do that. But if your house is at stake, it's like, you kind of have to do that, right? Sneeko defends cuties. Shake my head. I know he's always defended cuties. He sticks by that. That's the hill he wants to die on. It's really gross. It's really gross. And the thing with cuties though is like, I watched it for a YouTube video. Like, I watched it for a YouTube video because I thought it would be an interesting video to talk about because a lot of people were bashing it, understandably. But I was like, what's the story actually about? Like, what is actual? I watched it. It's so bad. Even if you take out all the disgusting stuff that happens, it's still not a good story. It's surface level coming of age bullshit. Oh, but Sneeko's going to defend it and say, oh, well, actually, that's the whole point of it, is to show how sexualized children are in America. So you're going to make a movie sexualizing real life children? I like what murder's bad, so I'm gonna murder someone to show how bad it is. Like, oh, dude, it's actually mentally. But of course, Nico's gonna die on that hill because he's the internet hated guy. So of course he's gonna die on the cuties hill. Why wouldn't he? Right? He's already hated. Why wouldn't he? He's the Jared Genesis. He's literally Jared Genesis. Jared Genesis was actually like successful, unfortunately. Which, by the way, can we get his channel terminated like Jared Genesis before he gets partnered again? Because I can already see once he gets partnered, he's going to start copyright striking people's videos again. I joined Oz Media's live stream yesterday. People are donating hundreds of dollars so he can buy back his home and pay the legal fees virtual. Yeah, that's good. Good. Yeah, because as long as people band together, and that's the thing, right? There's so much injustice, but as long as like people band together, you can get out of it. Like, I'm sure he has a legal case there. Like, he has to have some sort of legal case because it's like she took advantage of him. Yo, what up, Sean Clips? How you doing, brother? We're just talking about random shit, man. We're just talking about stuff that's pissing me off on the internet, especially Illuminati and Jared Genesis. But yeah, there's not really a theme to these kind of live streams. It's kind of like just say whatever you want in the chat and then we'll just talk about it. You know what I mean? It's a Saturday night chill stream. You know what I'm saying? Nothing real, no topics, nothing really big talking about, just whatever comes to mind, you know? Nothing much. Hope all is well. Thanks for streaming today. Yeah, dude, I've just been chilling, dog. I've just been chilling. And right now I got a video uploading. I got a video talking about the Gideon Skeeter setup video. So that video should be out literally in 20 minutes. So yeah. But I'm feeling much better. I finally got over COVID. I'm still feeling a little stuffy and I'm still feeling some muscle aches, but I tested negative today. So yeah, and then tomorrow I'm probably going to come out with maybe 1 or 2 videos. I got some stuff. I got another Roblox video coming out, so that should be interesting. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, that video is very, very interesting. Which is kind of weird because it's like I don't really want to dive into like the Roblox stuff too much because I don't want it taking over my channel. But there's so much going on Roblox, like it's actually nuts. Like it's actually crazy. I didn't think there was this much crap going on Roblox. Like on the surface, it seems decent, but then when you dive into the shit, it's bad. It's really bad. It's so bad. It's fun to listen to while I'm at work, and it's slow. My internet is horrid, but it's alive right now. Lol. Yeah, my internet's really bad right now. I'm using my phone with data. Like I have to use my data because my internet is so bad. But I'm glad I'm able to keep you somewhat like preoccupied during your like late shifts. Because I remember working late shifts too, like before I got like a morning job, and I remember just being so tired to the point where I just wanted to listen to something just to keep me awake. You know. Is there new footage of the Sting? Yeah, they what's his face? Skeeter Jean released it yesterday, I believe, or it was the day before. But yeah, they released the entire video and little teaser. It's really bad. It's not worth watching. I'll be perfectly honest. It was extremely overhyped and it's bad. It's bad. It's definitely not worth any money, man. It is disappointing, especially since this footage might be the thing that destroys the case. You should make a video about the home remedies to deal with colds and COVID video idea. Plus, it's useful information to put out there. That video would have been useful, like maybe 2020. I feel like no one's going to care about that now, you know. And I'm not someone who like does that remedy stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's a decent video idea. It's just not something I would probably do. Jared needs to be IP banned. Jared, yeah. At this point, I think that's the only thing YouTube can do because he has so many channels. Like he has so many channels backlogged that he could just keep making channels. And for whatever reason, he gets instantly like 100 subscribers every time. Like it's actually maddening. So if he gets to 500 subs again, he's going to partner. And then he's going to fucking like, dude, it's just, and then he's going to start fucking doxing people again. Like, what is like, dude, I don't know. I like to put faith in YouTube because they did ban him first, which was good. But it took people getting like, fucking doxed. I don't know. Like chicken soup or what medicine helps with cough. Yeah, I don't know too much about that though. Like that's the thing. I don't get like I do get sick, but for the most part, I just kind of like sit it out. You know. Thought on March Baby's video on you. Dude, I honestly don't want to give it that much attention because I think it was just real like a video on pure emotions. You know, because it's like he just saw my video, was pissed off on how I was talking about Gideon, and decided to just make a full-blown video about me. So I don't really want to address it because it's like literally I could just come at him with all my evidence and all my proof. And like a video like that is so annoying to me because it's like he added nothing from my video. He just explained shit in his own like words. Like he's like, well, clearly he was trying to do this, and clearly he was trying to do this. But the one huge issue I have, and I bring this up in my video that should be coming out tonight, is the fact that he was like glad that Gideon's manager told Kayla to keep talking to EDP. So it's like you can clearly tell this guy's just a fucking Leafy clone who doesn't give a shit about anything besides making a hit piece about another commentary channel that's smaller than him. That's all he cares about. And I'm not going to engage in some sort of pissing contest because I'm going to make a video. He's going to make a video. I'm going to make a video. He has got the bigger channel, so he's probably going to send his hate towards my channel. It's just not something I want on my channel and my audience. I have bigger fish to fry. I have actual predators to go against, not some fucking lame commentary channels. You know what I mean? Also, there's more to Roblox, like Rule 64. Yeah, I heard about the Rule 64. There's also a lot of content creators out there that abuse Roblox. It's a whole thing. There's people copying YouTube, like full-on games, like Brookhaven, and then reposting it. There's people doing voice role play and stuff. It is a massive thing. It's a whole thing. My boyfriend has been on Roblox longer than me. He often tells me about the terrible Roblox changes. It makes him more angry than me. I'll ask him about it. I only know what YouTuber Casseroni says. Yeah, the thing is too, I wasn't really understanding the seriousness of Roblox. I obviously knew about the Dr. Rofatnik thing that happened a while ago where he actually got arrested for trying to meet up with a minor, and he was like a Roblox developer. And I know I've been kind of following Roblox quite a while. I think on my previous channel, I literally had a video on why Roblox is like one of the shittiest things ever. But I didn't really know about the seriousness of it until I don't know if you guys know who Flamingo is, but he usually dives into kind of the dark stuff of Roblox in a family-friendly style way, but he still does. And he calls out some of the garbage. Like, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there was some guy who went to the like Roblox, what was it, ceremony or event, and he got kicked out, and he like had a loaded gun on him and stuff, and he was like some fucking crazy developer. So it is to be honest, it is a massive like rabbit hole, that whole thing. But yeah, if you want to get your boyfriend to like tell you about some information, that'd be cool, because I do want to kind of dive, not really put all my content towards Roblox, but I do want to put out 1 or 2 videos pretty much exposing some sort of disgusting Roblox game. Is he just paying for starter subs? He could. I don't know where he's getting this money, because he's a fucking jobless little virgin who sits in his parents' fucking basement, and he prides himself as being a fucking master troll in his 40s. Like, I don't know where he's going to get the money, or he just has dedicated 100 people that always sub to his new channels, which is weird because he can't even get 20 followers on Rumble. The first one confronting EDP was bad too. Yeah, both sting operations have been terrible so far. I think they both handled it really poorly, and I think both of them put content first. They had a better case for the second sting because it was a real life victim, but they fucked it. They fucked it so hard. There's a ton of Roblox 18 plus content on TikTok. Oh yeah, I know about the TikTok rabbit holes. I know about all that stuff. I know about so many developers that are grooming children. It's not like secret. There's a lot of terrible stuff on Roblox, and a lot of it gets what's the word? A lot of it gets okayed because Roblox is such a big app, Oh my God, my internet is causing stream lag. I was way behind. Yeah, that's fine. Again, if you comment something and we're already talking about someone else, that's fine. I have no problem going back and reading comments, because it's like this video literally has no sort of structure. It's just, how's Rumble? I don't use Rumble. I don't really fuck with Rumble. I'm sure a lot of people do, but I don't know. I was thinking about going on Rumble, if that's what you mean. I was thinking about going on Rumble. You can't really build audiences though. Like, I was waiting till I build my channel up a little bit to the point where I can move to like streaming more, because I would obviously love streaming on Twitch more, just because it gives me more versatility and I like streaming. But I don't know, maybe Rumble one day. Jared only gets hate subs. Yeah, it's attention. But unfortunately, people will sub to him. If you want to go to his video and watch it to hate on him, that's fine. But if you go to his video and subscribe just so you can like hate on him as soon as another video comes out, that's so brain dead. Like, why? Gideon is an L's man. Yeah, dude. It's just, I think a big part of it is like we held him too high of a standard. You know, at the end of the day, we all got to understand he's a content creator and he's always going to be a content first kind of guy. And I think a lot of us just saw him as a hero, which is unfortunate, because he's really not. He is just like, he is actually going to ruin the court case. Like, genuinely, he's going to ruin it. I was fine if he went and confronted EP, right, using Kayla's information, if it was handled a lot better. You know what I mean? If it was handled so much better. But unfortunately, he put content first instead of Kayla. And now the court case might get dismissed. You can make a video about the new Yandere dev situation too. He fully admits to sexually talking to a 16-year-old on his blog. Yeah, I heard about that. He also was accused a while ago too of doing like really nasty stuff. Yeah, I could probably talk about that. I just I just don't know too much about the situation. Like, I know what the Yandere dev is. I know what that whole thing is, and it doesn't surprise me that he's a groomer. So yeah, I could possibly talk about that. I would just have to like really look into it. Especially like I'm starting to realize more as like you become more aware of the platform and stuff. You really need to do your due diligence when covering topics, and you really got to like dive deep into the information, because like I'm starting to realize more and more, especially watching people like March Baby. Well, not watching him, but hearing about people like March Baby, and how like so many of these like commentary channels do a terrible job with actually like diving into the information and looking at every single point, because they just want to make their hit piece. So it's like now I'm starting to like realize how easy that is. So every time now I'm going to talk about some sort of situation that involves someone's livelihood, I want to look really deep into it. You know, but if it's a case of someone admitting to shit, it's like obviously, you know, they admit to it. So it's not like you got to fucking do some sort of like Detective Phoenix, you know, Phoenix Wright shit, you know? Will you do a Sneako video? Yeah, probably. I used to do a lot of Sneako videos. I think like back on my previous channel, like around Christmas last year, I did like a whole video reacting to his video. And like I was just like criticizing him the entire time. So I have a history talking about Sneako, and I feel like it would be no issue for me to make a video talking about him. But I'm waiting for your video, dog. I want you to make your video first, because I don't want to just steal your idea. You know what I mean? I want you to make your Sneako video fucking unboxing this guy, and then I want to make mine a little bit later on, you know? Chris Hansen, believe it or not, is a huge fraud. Well, the thing is, Chris Hansen is more credible than most of the creep catchers out there. But again, he's an online personality. Like, that's the thing people got to understand. He's an online personality. The true people who are the true heroes of these situations are people who don't try to benefit or profit off of these situations. The people who go behind the scenes and confront these predators and put the victims and the situation first. Like, there's no problem filming it and recording these creeps, but like a situation where you go and confront a predator and they hop in their car and fucking get into a massive car accident because they're trying to flee the scene, that's on you, because you're the one who like was so irresponsible with that stuff. But if you call the police first, get the situation under control and confront them, obviously it's going to be better. You know what I mean? So yes, Chris Hansen is a little bit less credible, but he's the best out of the rest of them. You know what I mean? But it's the people who are behind the scenes who are the true unsung heroes when it comes to these creep catches. Like the YouTubers who will find creeps on Discord and like fucking report them to their families and the police and all that stuff, instead of just being like, yeah, if you make a really good point and you make us a really good video, I'll let you like go free. It's like, what the fuck? What? It will take a while. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't want to pressure you, but I want to see him, man. I need Sneako to just be unpacked. I need him just to be like completely exposed. And it's like, he needs it, man. He needs it. Man's been fucking going wild lately, you know, with the whole like gym shit where he like fucking was smoking in this dude's gym, acting like a complete degenerate. Like, it will be a big video, my biggest and greatest video yet. I hope so, man. I hope so. No pressure, but I hope it's the best video that you're going to make. I hope it's the best video that's going to be on your YouTube channel, because it's worthy of it. I think making a video on Sneako should be the video that blows your channel up. Honestly. Anisha, I second that. Yeah, I'll talk about it. I will definitely talk about it. Tomorrow I'm kind of dedicating myself to researching some stuff and recording a video. I was going to make a Roblox video tomorrow because I already have some of the footage recorded for that Roblox video. So we might get 2 videos out tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see, because I really want to get the Roblox video out, because I think you guys will be like surprised about the video that's going to come out tomorrow with Roblox. Like it's gonna really like make you guys be like, what? Because it is extremely it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't want to hype it up too much, but it is a whole thing. But if you guys want me to talk about the Yandere dev, I will talk about the Yandere dev. Because if it's been a while since I was able to like sit down and make a full-fledged video talking about some degenerate that's been accused of something, you know. Speaking of degeneracy, my Gideon video should be coming out in about 10 minutes. So I just hope this one doesn't get fucking like disliked through the ass. Because unfortunately, like I don't really care about that, but unfortunately it ruins your stats. So your videos don't get pushed as much if a bunch of people come and flag dislike your videos, which really sucks, and it makes people like not want to go against bigger YouTubers because they could ruin your stats on your YouTube channel. Which really sucks because honestly, I do not mind going against bigger YouTubers. I think if there's something to be exposed, I'm going to expose it. I really don't care how big the YouTuber is. What happened to the CC unit? They got banned on YouTube for the Chucky sting operation. They got fully banned. They're still doing content on Instagram, I think, though. I think they're still catching people on Instagram. So, but yeah, they're fully off YouTube now. They're gone. A bunch of other creep catch channels also got taken off of YouTube. Who cares if the truth needs to be exposed? Then go for it. Exactly. Like I knew the Gideon video was going to get mass disliked. I thought I had enough points in there to try to sway people into, understanding where I'm coming from. But unfortunately, a lot of people are blind and they just go into the videos with a bunch of hate because I'm making fun of their favorite YouTuber, and they completely ignore the fact that he invited EDP into a Discord full of minors, which he admitted to. They ignore the fact that Gideon's manager told her to continue talking to EDP, which now is considered entrapment. And EDP or Gideon could be considered what's the word? Being an accomplice to EDP. So Gideon can literally be considered an accomplice and get charged as well, which is bad. Yeah, they completely ignore all those points. But because I called their favorite YouTuber a clown or a fraud, they're just going to blindly hate on me. But that's them. If they want to do that and they want to look stupid, they can come to my videos and do that. That's fine. That's fine if they want to do that, because honestly, it just makes them look stupid. So it's almost like they don't understand the fact that I know what's going on behind the scenes. I know what's up. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to talk about a subject I don't understand. I know what's going on. I know who Gideon is, and I know what he's doing. And I know what he's doing with religion. So anyways, that video is going to be out soon, like literally in like 5 minutes. So El Gideon, yeah, like if you guys like his content, you can like his content. His content, is high production. If you guys like him for his content, that's fine. But a lot of people need to stop thinking about the content and realize the kind of person he actually is. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, he fucked the court case massively. Like, honestly, if he didn't go and confront EDP, EDP might be in jail right now. Who knows? I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to say some shit, but I just think we need to stop putting content first and just actually start being humans. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with making a quick video on EDP or making a little slide video on EDP. But what I've learned so far this past year is I just want to see him arrested, man. Honestly, I want to see victims stop getting taken advantage of. Because the thing that pisses me off most about EDP, and I've mentioned this so many times, is he is so smug about what he's doing and he's so open about it that the thing I want to see him is just him crying while being put in handcuffs. He's so open about it, bro. He sent Kayla voice messages, video calls, FaceTimes. He knows what he's doing. He understands what he's doing is bad, but he's still going to do it because he believes he's not going to get in shit for it. I fucking hate people who are like that, who think they can be smug about something. They know what they're doing is bad, but because nothing has been done yet, they think they're invincible. I fucking can't stand people like that. So when I finally see him get arrested, I'm gonna be happy. That's when I'm done. Gideon clickbaiter. I'm sorry. Are you calling me a clickbaiter? Or are you calling Gideon a clickbaiter? Remember me. Remind me to never use Reddit. I posted a damaged computer chip on my hardware core, and I've been harassed all day for the false assumption, Lamau, the duality of the internet. Reddit. I've learned that Reddit is one of the most fucking stupidest apps. I think people who are obsessed with Reddit or are constantly on Reddit are some of the worst people, because they're never satisfied, bro. Like even the EDP subreddit where they have good intentions, they're literally always bitching. Like they're always bitching. Like there was some guy on the Reddit who literally is like, "Hey, we should all go to his dialysis center." How about we fucking don't? Do you know how stupid that is? And there's some people on the Reddit that are like, yeah, no, that's fucking dumb as shit. But like, yeah, some people on the Reddit are just fucking like little babies who fucking like are neckbeards that are constantly on the Reddit. You know what I mean? They're constantly online. That's why I don't post on the Reddit. I only check it for information once in a while on EDP, but I don't do anything else on the Reddit because the Reddit's a fucking waste of time, dude. Who's gay here, Sneeko or EDP? Well, EDP wore makeup. EDP wore makeup, so that's I don't know, guys. That seems kind of gay to me. The fact that he put on eyeliner and lipstick. All right, he went to the store, bought eyeliner, bought lipstick, and sent a picture to fucking Kayla. That's pretty gay. Not to mention, he went on a full rant about how he was going to suck off porn stars. So, Gion said he interviewed EDP, but the whole video, it never happened. Oh, yeah. He was like saying how he's going to interview EDP, didn't end up interviewing him, and then he left the fucking VOD up on his Gideon Live for like a long ass time saying he interviewed EDP. Like that's complete bullshit. Yeah, for real. I took my computer to a repair store and he let me damage chip. I've had people actually stalking me to try to prove my story wrong. Like, why the hell would I lie about that? Yeah, that's the thing. People on the Reddit think they're fucking investigators to the point where they're actually going to like go and dedicate a whole fucking day of trying to investigate something to something that literally is so pointless. Like I could go on the Reddit and be like, guys, I had a tuna sandwich for lunch. And then people on the Reddit are gonna be like, no, the fuck you didn't. Proof. And they're gonna try to find my address, look through my dumpster to see if they can find a tuna sandwich wrap. Like they're fucking obsessive over being right. It's terrible. We'll get GTA 6 before we EDP entered that prison. That's the thing, man. We might get Elder Scrolls 6. We might get GTA 6. We might get fucking Petscop 2 by Pyrocynical before EDP gets arrested. It just sucks. But I will say this. There's still hope. And I can't say exactly why for a couple reasons, but there's still hope. Okay, guys? There's still hope that he will be arrested. Thanks to Kayla. There's still massive hope in this situation. So that EDP getting arrested might come a little bit sooner than a lot of people think. Also, the Gideon video is up now. So you see March Baby's response to you. He made a response to me, or are you talking about the video he made on me? Because I know he did like a little hit piece on me, but I don't know if he made like a second video. I don't know why he wouldn't, because that video got him his most views in the last like fucking month. So, but yeah, I did watch it. I think it was terrible. And I explained earlier in the stream how I'm not really going to engage in it because it's just a Leafy clone trying to use his emotions to attempt to talk about a video of mine, which he's just wrong. Like in almost every point, he's just fucking wrong because he's trying to fight against me, someone who's actually like knowledgeable about the entire situation, and I know about the context of everything leading up to the situation, but some Leafy clone is going to go ahead, watch my video, read the hate comments, and then be like, yeah, this is a good idea for me to make a video and not include any of my video to add context, and then just lie throughout the entire video. I could make a video, and to be honest, I did record a video of me like completely fucking unboxing his video, but I'm not going to post it because I'm not engaging in this pissing contest. I don't want to give him attention. You know what I mean? He called me a retard. He called the people in my comments a retard. He can go fuck himself, and I'm not going to engage in that. Are any big YouTubers calling out Gideon? No, of course they're not. Nobody's calling out Gideon but me. Like, literally, no one else is talking about the Gideon stuff. Like, that's why it's hard for me, because literally no one else is talking about it, unfortunately. You know, it seems like I'm the only one who's making videos calling out JDion's bullshit. There's a lot of people talking about the new Skeeter Gene, like how bullshit that setup video was, which is good. But unfortunately, I'm fighting an uphill battle, which sucks. But literally someone's got to do it. What's sad is I didn't know who EDP was before I watched your content. We need more light on predators. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is I obviously knew who EDP was for a very long time. I used to watch his videos. But I didn't know that he had a website. I didn't know that he was posting on TikTok. I didn't know about any of this stuff until I saw someone bring it up. I think at Master at Works or something. It was at that point I ended up going and making a video about his website because his website was still up. But yeah, I think a lot of people should be talking about him. I think a lot of people are scared too because a lot of videos are getting taken down by YouTube. So you're literally fighting an uphill battle to bring awareness about people like EDP. Saw your upload. I'll watch it after the stream. Yeah, I just posted now. I mean, you guys can go watch it now if you want, but if you want, you can wait till the stream's over. I'm probably not going to be streaming too much longer because I do still got to eat dinner, and I got Skyrim to play, guys. I got Skyrim, and I fucking paid. I think it was like $90 to get Armored Core 6, which is a fantastic game, but like. I have too many games to play right now. Like it's I'm suffering from success in the video game universe. Like I just have too many games to play. Like I'm trying to play Armored Core 6. I'm trying to play Skyrim. I'm trying to play Destiny. The video was not worth the hype. That's the thing, right? Is I don't really know what we expected. You know what I mean? But literally, they talked to EDP for 2 minutes. The rest of the video was set up. Like it definitely was not worth it. We thought it was going to be a huge break the internet, crazy video, but now we know why JDion didn't want to post it. Now we know why JDion didn't want to post it. Like I think JDion moving over to Christ is just a cover up. He always does this, man. That's the thing with JDion is he always goes to it, then he goes back, and then he goes to it, and then he goes back, and then it seems like he only goes back to religion whenever it conveniences him. We can all see through the bullshit. You know what I mean? And people in his comments are starting to call him out a little bit on it too. You know, I just don't get it. I'm tired of people using religion to get cop outs of things. Like it's just, who do you hate most on To Catch a Predator? I don't watch much To Catch a Predator, to be honest. Like I don't really watch the like Skeet Hansen or not Skeet Hansen, Chris Hansen stuff. Like I've seen like, I don't know if you guys know who Cinnamon Toast Ken is, but I'll occasionally watch his videos talking about it. But I don't watch enough to know. I think the worst I've seen, and I don't know this guy by name, but the guy who's just started casually eating pizza. I think that guy was an asshole because he just like was eating pizza like it was a fucking Tuesday night. I have too many games on Steam, but I'm too busy to play any of them. I have almost 900 games and I've played 40 of them. This is tragic. That's the thing. I have Game Pass. And I like always want to play the new games, but it's like I just never do. And I don't know. It must be like my ADHD, but I cannot play multiple games at once. It has to be one game and then play another game and then play another game. I can't be playing like the Skyrim, Armored Core 6, Destiny all at once. Like it just fucks me up. For real, I've seen no one but your channel criticizing JDion after he started coming out as a poser Christian to avoid criticism, because people don't want to go against JDion. That's the thing, and it is coming to bite me in the ass to go against someone like JDion because his fans are rampant. You got people like fucking March Baby who are gonna make hit pieces on me. You're gonna have people like on the Reddit coming after me. People in his Discord gonna come after me because I'm calling out some bullshit. You know what I mean? And I have evidence. I have evidence of JDion literally admitting to putting EDP in a Discord full of minors. There's literally evidence that JDion's manager told Kayla to keep talking to EDP in order to get more information and more content. Like that is something that could get JDion absolutely canceled, but no one's talking about it. Even Moist Critical probably won't even touch this. The point I'm cultivating a collection of why I'm poor. I try not to spend money on video games. I genuinely just don't want to spend money on video games because at the same time, I'm someone who's very selective. If I buy a game, I can like it for the first hour. And then if I lose, like if I don't stop liking it, I'm just going to stop playing it. Even if I spend $90 fucking on it, it sucks. He literally made it seem like they had an amazing video to come out. That's the thing. And that's a big thing people completely ignored in my original JDion is a fraud video is I'm not upset that he didn't release it. Like, obviously I'm a little bit upset because it's like he fucking hyped it up, but I'm not upset that the video wasn't being released. I was upset the fact that he hyped it the fuck up so much, and then all of a sudden he smugly says on his live stream, "You guys aren't going to get the video. You guys aren't going to get the video. The video is never coming out." After he fucking hyped it up. Like, what kind of logic is that? And then people try to frame it like I'm bitching about it. Like, obviously I'm going to bitch about it. Don't fucking hype shit up if you have no intention of releasing it. And then he put it on Skeeter Gene. Then Skeeter Gene released it, and it was a shit video. Oh, there goes my internet. Rest in peace. What do you work, like fucking McDonald's? Like, why is your internet so bad? Gideon EDP video not being worth the hype is making March Baby's video on you age like milk. So in other words, it seems like you were right this whole time. I mean, some people can see it that way, and that's fine if people see it that way. But a lot of people might also think that I was bitching about nothing then, which could come back and bite me. People are going to be like, oh, well, you're clearly bitching about nothing since the video wasn't good anyways. I think someone, and again, I don't want to send hate to people in my comments, but someone literally posted in my comments today saying, like, he released the video, who's a fraud now? And all I said underneath the comment was, did you watch the video? Did you watch the Skeeter Gene video? And you're still going to come to my channel and call me a fraud? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you're seriously going to take the time to go to my channel and say the video's out, you're the fraud, and not watch the video. Like, people don't understand when they go to my comment sections, they're making themselves look like such fucking idiots. And like I said, when the court case does get dismissed, everyone who's going against me are going to look like dumbasses because the court case is going to get dismissed. I already know it's going to get dismissed. It's going to get dismissed because of Gideon. Right? And no, I'm not slandering him. Oh, Cameron, you're slandering him. You're making a huge assumption. I'm looking you guys dead in the eyes right now. Yes, you can't see me, but I'm looking you dead in the eyes. I'm saying you right now, without a doubt, the court case is going to get dismissed and Gideon is not going to go to jail over the Kayla situation because of Gideon. So I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to say that you guys can clip that. You guys can post that, whatever. So all my videos talking about this situation, there you go. Gideon needs crap for his nonsense. Yeah, but no one wants to call him out. No one wants to call him out. Nobody wants to call him out. I get games on sale even if I know I can't play. I want to at least it because it's a chance to get it cheap and down it and own it for when I can play. Stream holiday sales are my Achilles heel. Facts. Whenever I go on Xbox and I go on the game store and I see games for like cheap, I'll buy them. Even if I know I'm not going to like them, I'll be like, yeah, I can probably play this with my friends. I work at a grocery store and the entire building is clinging to internet life. There's another store being built next to us and it knocked our power yesterday due to a power surge from them. Damn. You don't have data or anything like that? Like you don't have like 5G? You have beautiful eyes. Thank you. Everyone compliments my eyes. Thank you. Yo, what up, Kai? How you doing, brother? Glad you joined the stream. I just feel like me going after Gideon would have been so much better with my previous channel when I had almost 1,000 subs. I feel like I would have had a little bit more backing, whether that be just my viewership or just my channel in general. But I'm still not scared to go after it. I always say, if you see injustice and you see content creators fucking trying to pull fast ones on their audience, it's always good to call out because at the end of the day, your video is going to age like wine. So when the court case does get dismissed and EDP doesn't get arrested for the Kayla situation, you know what I mean? My videos are going to be up. Doing good. Just patiently waiting for Spider-Man 2. Facts, dude. That's Spider-Man 2 is probably going to be one of the biggest games of the year. Easily one of the biggest games of the year. Like, I'm so excited. I don't even have a PS5, but I'm definitely going to watch someone play it. I'm so hyped for it. I mean, you got fucking Venom, Miles Morales, Peter Parker, doing Peter Parker shit, being fucking like, was it Bully Maguire? Or no, yeah, Bully Maguire. We're going to see that. It's going to be so fucking good, dude. I have the Xbox and I bought a One Piece game on sale for $10. I had enough points to redeem a gift card to, in other words, I didn't pay for the damn thing. True. Like I think I bought, what game was that? I think I bought Assassin's Creed Black Flag for like $2. $2 on sale. It was such a good deal, bro. And that's still one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. At Plubius, send the evidence to Gideon's manager at Masterworks. The thing is, though, I don't personally have the evidence. Kayla says that one of her friends has evidence. But I think Gideon's manager did make a video talking about the situation. But yeah, That it's a whole thing. Unfortunately, I can't prove a lot of the stuff because a lot of it is private, and I don't really want to make it public for lots of reasons. And a lot of people might think that I'm hiding behind it by saying that, but I'm being honest with you guys. It is facts. Like Jinyeon's manager did tell her to continue talking. Like if you look at the timelines too, guys, she went to Jinyeon's manager like a month before they actually went and confronted EDP. And she continued talking to EDP to the point where EDP actually sent her a text, and this is confirmed by Jinyeon, of him saying, "This is how you're going to treat me on your birthday." So she was still talking to EDP all the way up to them actually catching EDP at the dialysis center. So in my personal opinion, that's enough evidence to prove that his manager told her to keep talking to EDP. So that's all I got to say about that. I have data in the building is some kind of internet blocker. I'm running 5G, but I'm currently 3 bars and barely getting 4G. Dude, that's so shitty, bro. That's so shitty, man. I genuinely feel so bad for you. The One Piece game for consoles are good, to be honest. Yeah, I was watching who was I watching play? Someone was platinuming it. Like someone was trying to get all the achievements. I was like, that actually looks kind of fun. Like to be perfectly honest, that looks like a fun game. I mostly get Dragon Ball games. I like fighter games. I don't know if you guys have been playing Mortal Kombat 1, but that game's so fun. Mortal Kombat 1 is so good. I played it at my friend's house the other day. And like I'm not a big fighter, like with like fighting games, but those are so good, bro. Like the fatalities, the fighting, the movement, the story. I don't know if you guys watched the story, but it's so good. I spend so much money on PlayStation. My console is my wife. They even send me gifts in the mail. It's so, dude, that's so bad. Like I was going through a huge issue back on my PlayStation 3 where every time I'd go to this like retro store, I would buy at least 10 PlayStation games. And the things though, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Like those PlayStation games could be like $30. And I'd buy all these PlayStation games and I'd play like 2 of them. 2 of them. And that was it. Like I would go buy like Assassin's Creed, whatever, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and I'd probably play 1 of them. And the rest would just sit in my fucking like little thing. It was like an abusive relationship. It was like I constantly need to buy more games, but I'd never play them. One thing I will give credit to Skeeter is that they got his license plate. The other idiots didn't. Yeah, they did get his license plate. They got his car, which is good because Kayla's actually scared shitless right now because apparently EDP is making his way to LA or near LA or whatever she is. She's in San Diego or something. Or whatever. I can't really think right now. But it's good to know what kind of car he's driving because there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to attempt to try to find Kayla. I'm not going to be like the Reddit because the Reddit's being like, oh, she's just fucking clout chasing. She's making a situation out of nothing. Fuck that bitch. EDP is probably going to try to find her. That's just my personal opinion. I think he's at his breaking point, which is scary for Kayla. But yeah, it's good that we know his car at least now because we know he's not going to try to get another car. He doesn't have the money. Omni-Man is going to be insane in that game. Facts, dude. They gotta fucking nerf him, right? Like they have to nerf Omni-Man or else it's game over for most of the fucking characters in that game. Like, dude, and the thing is though, it makes sense. Omni-Man makes sense in that game. Like, unlike Call of Duty, that's just throwing like, oh yeah, you guys want Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty. Oh, you guys want fucking like who's that other character? Fucking Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty. It's like them putting Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat actually makes sense. I have Mortal Kombat 1. I'm a Melina main. Can I add you? And Human Reptile is so cute. I would say you could add me. The problem is, though, I don't own it. I was playing it at my friend's house because normally I don't buy fighting games. I probably, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm probably am going to buy Mortal Kombat 1 because I fell in love with the combat when I was playing it with my friend. It was really addicting. Like the combos are so much fun. But I'll tell you right now, Chef Meme Maker, once I get Mortal Kombat 1, I will add you. I play a lot of Sky-based games. Last fighter game I played is like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the Xbox 360 or Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube. My boyfriend had me duel him on Naruto Storm 4 and I got my ass kicked. Yeah, like I played through all the Injustices. Like I really enjoyed the Injustices. I liked Street Fighter. Like I have like an NES Classic or whatever, and I play Street Fighter on that sometimes. Like I like fighting games, but I don't really like modern fighting games because they're really complicated. Like you got to pull off some crazy fucking moves. But there's something so addictive about those games where it's like you can't help but to play them. Like you can't help but to do these like fancy, crazy moves and then also get your ass kicked online. Like I don't play the online. Those guys are crazy. They got some crazy fucking fingers. They basically sent private investigators and shit just to talk to EDP for 2 minutes. That's the thing, though. Like, they put a lot of eggs in one basket. They were pushing this video to be this huge thing. They flew all the way to Las Vegas. They had the Kayla messages. They had the Kayla DMs. You know, they had a private investigator taking pictures of him. And then the only thing that could make the whole thing fall through is he just walks away. And guess what? He just walked away. He just walked back to the dialysis center, called the cops, then drove away. They put all their bags in a single basket, or all their eggs in a single basket, and it fell through. And then they hyped it up. So yeah, like, it's whatever. Like, honestly, it's just, oh man, it's so bad. The only time he talks was literally in the fucking Instagram thing. He only says, "Are you fucking kidding me right now with this bullshit?" And then Jalen's like, "Talk to him. He's the one talking to you." And then he walks back in the dialysis center. That's the only time he talks. Did you know EDP was losing it a little bit before the first thing? Yeah, no, he's been on a downward spiral. Like, he basically has been losing it ever since the original, like, sting operation. And then ever since that day, he's just been on a downward spiral. You can tell by him. You can tell by the way, like, even them filming him while he was walking to his dialysis center, you can tell he's a man who's just done, which is good. I'm glad he's a man who's just done. But it is kind of scary because I've seen people that look like EDP and I've seen them do some heinous shit, you know, because he's a guy who has nothing to lose. He's so open with flirting with minors at this point. He doesn't care. He genuinely does not care. He's either going to die or be arrested. He's freaking brutal. I main Sub-Zero and I hope to get Mortal Kombat 1. Sub-Zero is so good. I used to main, who's that one guy with the hat? I used to main him back on the PlayStation 2 or whatever. Back when I used to play it like a long time ago with my older sister. I used to main him just because I used to spam the hat attack and it was so funny. Me watching My Hero Academia made me realize I love fighting games. I love to kick ass. I don't know that says about me. Also, I was a Harley Quinn main in Justice 1 and 2. Yeah, dude. Fucking something about anime, watching those big fucking crazy fight scenes just makes you feel like fighting. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but something awakens in me whenever I watch like anime and there's like a big fight scene and there's so much like stakes to it. I'm like, I kind of just want to play a fighting game. Like, I just kind of want to play like a game where I can kick someone's ass, you know? I don't like grinding games. I like fighting. If I get something out of it, like unlocking a cutscene, mindless horde battles is so boring to me. I don't mind some horde games. Like, genuinely, I don't mind some games where you have to deal with horde modes. And I also don't mind games where you have to grind. I think grinding can be fun. But I'm not going to go download like World of Warcraft and like do fucking fetch quests for like 400 hours. You know what I mean? It really depends on the person, really. Like, some people like single player action games, but some people like multiplayer games where they can like constantly be fighting other players, you know? So I don't know. Some people are just different. The scariest people are the ones that have nothing to lose. Exactly. That, I love how we're like ping ponging between gaming talking and like EDP talking. It's great. But yeah, he genuinely has nothing to lose. Do I think that makes him like badass? No, I'm not trying to make some crazy thirst trap TikTok of him, but it genuinely makes it terrifying because he is someone who pretty much lost everything and he blames everyone but himself. And that makes someone very dangerous. Kung Lao. Exactly. Kung Lao, dude. Kung Lao was my main because I used to always throw my fucking hat. And I remember me and my sister were playing it and she performed a brutality on me as my mom was walking into our room. And oh my God, dude, I had to explain to her how like we didn't know that was a thing, but she didn't buy it. So we ended up getting our fucking PlayStation 2 taken away from us, which was really sad. But Mortal Kombat versus DC was awesome. Yeah, dude, I love when they do collabs like Marvel versus Capcom and stuff. Like, that shit's so cool. I only play Minecraft and Stardew Valley, and that's fine. If you're someone who likes playing those like chill games, like those Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, that's fine. If you want to just sit there and play those more chill games. But I know people who like hate those games that can't even touch those games. Like Disney Dreamlight, I played that for like 3 hours and I was like, yeah, it's cool, not for me. Right? But it's like everyone's got their own games. You know, some people won't even touch an anime game. Latest on FouseyTube. I haven't been keeping up with FouseyTube. Last time I heard is he was in a mental asylum or something, or a mental facility, but I haven't really heard much since that. And that was like a week ago. So I used to play Borderlands with my sister. That was the day I discovered my sister is a rage gamer. She also owes me like 2 new controllers. Facts, dude. Facts. Playing those kind of games where it's like multiplayer, but it's like a single player like split screen game. Those are the games where you really truly realize the kind of person you're playing with. I think I was playing I was lassoing. I was lassoing with my little brother on Halo 1, or was it 2? It was Halo 2 lasso. And the amount of controllers we went through, I shit you not, guys, we went through about 5 controllers because we could not get past like the third mission. I think it was it was with the sniper jackals. We could not get past that mission on lasso, and we just kept blaming each other. And then we decided to just break the fucking controllers every time we got upset because we know we couldn't hit each other. So we just snapped the controllers, and then I'd go to my drawer, pull out another controller. Like, some people might think that I have anger issues, but you guys play Halo 2 Lasso with a sibling and tell me how you feel, honestly. Mortal Kombat 1 is the first game I actually played other characters. I want to pick up Johnny Cage, Reptile, and Havoc right now. My main is Melina. Yeah, I heard Johnny Cage is really annoying. I heard Johnny Cage is really annoying in the multiplayer. But yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. You got Melina. Melina, dude. Melina's so bad, dude. She's so bad. Like, not bad. Like, you guys know what I mean. She's not bad, but she's bad. I like Grim games. I've been hyper into Plague Tales. It's so messed up, but in a beautiful way. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like for instance, I really like those Telltale games. Like, I was really a big fan of like what's that game called? With the zombies. The zombie that probably doesn't help at all. The Walking Dead. I played through the entire Walking Dead series. Oh my god, dude, that brought that made me cry. Like, a lot of games don't make me cry, but The Walking Dead by Telltale made me cry so bad at the end. You know, no spoilers, but god damn, dude. Plus Ultra Rumble is available now and it's free. Sick. I'm gonna have to check that out. I like a lot of fighting games. Mortal Kombat is good 2D fighting game. Some others are kind of even. Street Fighter is awesome. Yeah, dude, like, those games are so like they're literally good for one thing, which is fighting, and that's all they need to be good for. And then you got a game like Mortal Kombat 1 that's like got a good story as well. You know, but they only really need to be good at fighting. Like, it just needs to be a solid fighting game, responsive controls and addictive combat. You know what I mean? And you'll realize that you can spend hours in those games. I think it was Injustice 2. I literally booted it up, played it. Before I knew it, it was like 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, holy shit, how did that just happen? And you'd think it would be mundane, but it really isn't. Hot take: Street Fighter is a top 5 combat game. That's not a hot take at all. I agree with you. Street Fighter is a good ass game. It really is. I haven't really played the newer ones, but like the old retro Street Fighters were so good, bro. Like, it's just a side scroller beat 'em up, but it's so good. I don't rage games. My heart just breaks and I just get sad, Lamau. I like emotionally giving up, but still playing because I'm not getting beaten by the game. That's why I never touch getting over it, because I am one of those people that if I start something and it's challenging, I have to finish it. Like, if I start a hard game, as I kind of need to play it. I think it was Dark Souls 1 or 2. I had to play through it. I fucking hated it. I was getting pissed off, but I had to finish it because I was like, I can't start this and not finish. You know, and I've always been like that. So yeah, it sucks when you play a rage game and you just get sad because it's like, well, I'm just getting sad, but it's like, I'm not having fun, but I have to finish it. I would cry like a punk when I lose a game. Yeah, dude. Like, it sucks to lose. It really does. It sucks to lose a game you're dedicated in. Like, genuinely, it sucks. But it's like, you want to have fun, but I don't know. It's all the weird life of a gamer, you know? This was the first Mortal Kombat where I was rooting for Johnny Cage a lot. I really like how he matured over the years. Dude, they introduced Johnny Cage in such a cool way. I really don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't played Mortal Kombat 1. But basically, they started off with you like going in a temple as Johnny Cage, and then you get attacked by this like vampire thing, and it was all a movie. And then you go back to your house, and your girlfriend's like, "Yeah, you're fucking like you're shut in. You're a has-been." And then all of a sudden, that one guy shows up at your house, Kenshin or whatever his name is, and he's like, "Yeah, I want my sword back." And then it's just it gets so good after that. Like, it's just such an good introduction for Johnny Cage, who is kind of a side character in the rest of the Mortal Kombat games. I love Telltale. I played all the games. Tales from the Borderlands made me pretty emotional, and I got the new expansive game that just came out. Yeah, they're so good. My only issue is though is a lot of the times your choices really don't matter, which kind of sucks for a game where they say your choices matter. But overall, I'm usually like, this is a good yes. These are good stories. I don't know how I feel about spending money on the games, because usually I wait till they're on Game Pass. But I'm waiting desperately for The Wolf Among Us 2. That's going to be so good. We got a J. Hell yeah. I don't know why, but besides Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, they're the only 2D fighter games I really like. Yeah, to be fair, there's so many like Street Fighter style games, like 2D fighter games, but it's like all you really need to do is play Street Fighter. Like that's the best of the best, in my personal opinion. But yeah, no, I like fighter games. Like I think my big introduction to fighter games was Injustice, because I like superhero stuff. I'm not really a big fan of DC and the DC universe, but like let's be honest, in a realistic world, Superman would absolutely destroy like Robin. You know what I mean? Like he would destroy Robin, but you kind of have to like put your suspension of disbelief in the corner to watch like the Joker versus like Superman, which I think does happen in the Marvel universe or the DC universe. But seeing them do hand to hand combat, it's like he would literally hit him in one punch and kill him, right? But it's a fighting game, so it's like who gives a fuck? Same with like Mortal Kombat 1. You play someone like Baraka who has like fucking blades coming out of his arms, and he like stabs and brutalizes or like does one of those killing moves, but the person's still alive. But it's like whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. We're not talking about realism here. We're talking about straight up fighting. Oh man. Oh. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Do you guys have any recommendations for any sort of games releasing anytime soon? Because right now I'm playing a shit ton of games, but like I'm looking for games like next month. You know what I mean? Like I know there's Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2's coming out. Hold on, let me look at Game Pass real quick. Let's see what all the games coming out are. Uh because I know there's a lot coming out. So oh shit, they just added on a Game Pass Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's pretty sick. So we got Gotham Knights coming out on Game Pass. We got the Lamplights League. Don't know much about that. Forza Motorsports. If you guys are into racing games, there's that. City Skylines 2. Not a big fan of that. Justant. Headbangers. Dungeons 4. It kind of looks like a mobile game. Persona 5 Tactica, which I don't really give a shit about. I like Persona 5, but don't really care about Tactica. Persona 3 Reloaded. I'm going to play the shit out of that. And something Chronicles. I mean, this does look good, but I was a Joker main in Mortal Kombat 11. That game sucks, and I hope they bring him back in Mortal Kombat 1, if not Harley Quinn. True. They should bring back most of the characters from Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't used to play The Sims until my best friend gave me her EA account to play in exchange for me sharing my Stream library. Oh my God, we have 15,000 hours together. Sims is a game that you would be unexpectedly drawn into. Like I remember back when me and my friend would do late night gaming, and usually it would be a balance between like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and like, I want to say Saints Row. But we'd occasionally hop on The Sims, and before we know it, it's like 8 a.m. the next morning, and we've been playing The Sims all night long and like getting excited over The Sims. I think The Sims is extremely underrated as an actual like just casual game to play. But yeah, you can sink like 11 hours into that game. It's actually kind of crazy. A terrible ending can ruin a whole game experience. Like that's what happened with Bayonetta 3. Oh yeah, like Mass Effect 3, dude. I'm never gonna let go of the Mass Effect 3 ending. I literally played all three Mass Effects back to back to back one summer, and I got to the Mass Effect 3 ending, and I just felt like I just wasted my whole entire time. It's so depressing, dude. True, the choices don't matter too much, but I play for the story anyways. Yeah. Sorry, I got to catch up massively here. Sorry, guys. My favorite fighting game is Mortal Kombat Deception. And who knows, you might be able to find EDP in Conquest mode. Who knows? Anything's possible. I love Bayonetta 3, but the ending ruins it for me. Yeah. And the ending of like big games can usually ruin it. Sonic over Mario. I'll be honest, Destructor. I used to play Sonic games more than Mario games. All right, that might get me a lot of hate. People might mass dislike the stream now, but I genuinely used to play more Sonic games than Mario games because I was introduced to that, and I like the fast pace of Sonic, dude. I like the noises. I like the fast pace, but it all depends on what you like, honestly. I'm a big Batman fan. Batman will take all of them out. Dude, Batman is scary because he'll go toe to toe with people like Superman, but he's smart. Like, he's knowledgeable about him going into a fight. You know what I mean? Batman is probably one of the most dangerous enemies to go against in any sort of like situation. You know what I mean? Because he is not a human. He's Batman. He's the idea of vengeance. You know what I mean? He doesn't give a fuck, dude. If he killed, right? If Batman decided to actually just kill, it'd be game over for a lot of people. Honestly, you gotta love game mechanics. Facts. I haven't been watching for upcoming games, although I've been playing Town of Salem 2 a lot. It's free right now. I tell my friends who like My Hero Academia, you don't know how Deku fanboys ever All Might. I act like that too, where I see Batman. Batman is literally my very of All Might. Yeah, like I feel like for me, when I was growing up, like the superhero I really looked into was definitely Spider-Man. Like even when I was a kid, I used to have the Spider-Man like web blasters that would fucking destroy carpets and shit. But like I used to have a Spider-Man mask, and that's what I looked forward to because he's someone who doesn't give a shit about if people know who he is. And I always loved that about Spider-Man, how it's like all these other heroes need to always like be like, yeah, I'm the symbol of hope and look at me and bask in my glory. He was kind of the guy who's like a nerdy kid who just happens to be a superhero. You know, and I've always like loved that. And it kind of like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these people kind of resonate, you know? And for me too, like a big thing was like Luke Skywalker and Star Wars I always looked into because no matter what fucking Darth Vader did, he still was trying to like see the good in him. And I think that's a good quality a lot of people should have, where it's like someone could be really shitty and do they deserve to get their shit kicked in? Sure. But you also got to look at them as a human, you know? I think I already bought Persona 3 Reloaded. I saw it for cheap and thought I was buying the original one. Fine with me. Yeah, I played Persona 3, like the base Persona 3 when it came out on Game Pass. It was really bad because they used like the mobile version, which was really shitty. But the story is really good. Persona 3 probably has the best story out of all the Persona games. And I played Persona 4, 5, and I played a bit of Persona 2. So I like playing Avengers Marvels while listening to you. Sick. I never got into that game. I played it for a little bit. I just couldn't get into it, but that's cool. You're enjoying it. That's sick. Yo, what's up, Asian man? How you doing, brother? I was waiting for you to join the stream. I was waiting for you. I'm the only one who really plays games in my family, so I focus a lot on single player games at home. Still feel weird to play with other people. That's the thing. I've always grown up playing with siblings, so I'm more naturally drawn to games where I can play with people compared to not. I think you just have better experiences. But don't get me wrong, I do like my single player games like you. I like being able to just play by myself. You know, it depends on how I'm feeling. Favorite video game, like of all time, because if I'm going to go all time, my favorite video game definitely has to be Fable 1. That's just my all-time game. I think that game was so unique, and I think it was really ahead of its time in terms of like choices and choices and being able to like be bad versus good. And it was during a time where I felt like I couldn't control a lot in my life. Like I was going through a lot of like rough, like preteen issues kind of stuff, you know, with school and my parents and just life in general. So being able to play Fable 1 where I can choose all this stuff and like make my own choices really resonated with me in terms of like my all-time favorite game. But if I want to go like recently, like if we're going to go like with my second favorite game, I'd have to go probably with Ghost of Tsushima. I think that game's just a masterpiece, like genuinely. Nano hate, I was the same. I never play Mario, but I play a lot of Sonic. Yeah, that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with Mario. I think Mario is a very successful IP, and I think a lot of people really enjoy Mario. But I was just a Sonic guy. Like that was just my thing. I was just a Sega guy. You know what I mean? I like the Telltale did with Batman, actually. He morally got messed up by using mentally ill people for his investigation. You ever think about how Batman feels about the lengths he goes just for justice? Yeah, that's the thing. I think there's a huge aspect to Batman that can be explored with his like mentality. Like, how far will he go to get justice? You know, he's one of the heroes that has a very, very strict moral code. So it's interesting to see when he has to get into like issues with his moral code. You know what I mean? If Batman killed all the bad guys, it would save a lot of people. But can he morally do that? Really? Like, it's a huge thing, right? Batman is my number one favorite superhero. Although he doesn't have superpowers, he's just the hero we don't deserve, but the hero we needed. That's the huge thing, right? Like, that's the big message that gets shown in the comic books and the Batman movies and whatever, is he's always the hero that is needed, but they don't deserve him. You know, he goes out of his way. And I think that's the biggest part about heroes, is that they may not be liked. They may not, you know, have the best reputation, but they still sacrifice themselves for the greater good. You know, and I think that's a very important quality when it comes to just life in general. You know, like, you may be doing something that people might not see as a good thing, or people might be against you, but you should still do it because it's right. You know, and then the fact that Batman doesn't have superpowers, he's usually outmatched in most of his fights, but he still does it. It's actually insane. And I can see why a lot of people find Batman as their favorite superhero. To be honest, I played Mario games. I had a DS, so I played a lot of Mario games more than Sonic. Yeah, I didn't get a DS until my later years, but like, I think it was a Sega or a Sega Genesis or something. That was kind of my first ever like family console. So I just played a shit ton of Sonic. You know, like, that was kind of my thing. But in my later years, like in my early teens, I played a lot of Mario. You know, like Mario 3D Land, Mario Galaxy. So, but if you ask me right now who I like more, I would have to go with Sonic. I just think Sonic's so much cooler. But that being said, I did really enjoy the Mario movie. I think the Mario movie was better than the Sonic movie. It is what it is. I told my friend whenever All Might speaks, I say to myself, hey, that's something Batman would say. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people may think like anime is nerdy and stuff like that, but if you can find genuine value in like a lot of characters, like whether that be they're fake or not fake, I think it's still good to find morals and like relatability to like even fictional characters. That's why a lot of people like One Piece, because Luffy is such a relatable character. You know, he's such an underrated character and he's so relatable. Sonic has cooler music. True. And it has a better .exe. I will say that now. Sonic has a creepier .exe than both Mario and Zelda. Persona, hella good. Persona is some of the best storyline. Like, I'm telling people right now, if you have the patience to play through 100+ hour gameplay or playthrough, it's got some of the best story moments like ever in any game. Like, you just got to get used to the gameplay, and then you will, honestly, I'm telling you guys, if you've never touched a Persona game, if you like long games that dive really into characters, personas, lore, Persona's amazing. It's so good. I can name so many moments I had in Persona 5 that were just so good. So good. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking, Plubius. Feeling better. I'm feeling so much better today. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but basically yesterday I slept for like 16 hours, and then today I tested negative. So I've just been, dude, I've no more cough, feeling better, getting back to my normal routine, which is great. I'm so glad I can finally leave the house. Thoughts on Fallout 3 and Fallout 4? Fallout 3, right? A lot of people don't like it compared to like Fallout New Vegas. I think Fallout 3 is the best Fallout, and that's specifically because I really enjoyed the story and I really enjoyed the world building. I think it was so cool, like leaving the vault for the first time and seeing the big open world. It's definitely one of the coolest moments in video game history, being able to like leave the vault and then see this big open world, and then going to Megaton and then all this stuff. I think it really set a precedent for like modern RPGs. Fallout 4, again, super underrated. I really enjoyed it. I actually bought an Xbox One. I originally had a PS3. I bought an Xbox One just to play Fallout 4, and I really enjoyed it. I don't think it was good as Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, but I think Fallout 4 still is a very solid game. Is it weird to look up to fictional characters? One thing Batman taught me is that you can be a hero without superpowers. That's fine if you look up to fictional characters. I think if you resonate with a character that's fictional, I think that's great. You know what I mean? I think that's fantastic because I think at the end of the day, fictional characters are an embodiment of like what you should aspire to be. And that's talking purely about good characters. Don't look at like Joker and be like, yeah, I relate to that guy. I want to blow up hospitals. Obviously, that's different. But if you see someone like All Might or I don't know, Luffy or Batman or Spider-Man or whatever, that's completely fine. That's fine to look up to those characters because a lot of them get you through hard times. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like when I was a kid, I was going through rough times and I was like, oh, I don't think this is really worth it. And I'd be like, well, Spider-Man would get through it, right? Like, and sometimes it does help. And I think that's great. That's deep. I like both Sonic and Mario between the movies. I kind of like the Sonic movie more. That's fine. If yeah, the Sonic movie was good, but in my personal opinion, I just thought the Mario was really well animated and I think it was great. I think it had good casting besides like fucking Chris Pratt. But if I'm being honest, I have autism. My sense of emotions, empathy, and morals ain't automatic. It's learned. I was drawn to Batman because he introduced me to the concept of having morals. Yeah, and that's the thing too. A lot of people are very iffy on their own personal morals and their own ideas and what they think they should be doing. And a lot of the times looking towards a character who you look up to and stuff is a good thing. I think it is important to have some values and morals that like superheroes have. You know what I mean? I think that's great. I think it's really important for young kids who maybe not have a role model like in the real world, look up to certain characters that are fictional. I'd rather my son tell me, hey, I look up to All Might versus, hey, I look up to so and so in real life. Hey, I look up to KSI or hey, I look up to this other YouTuber. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with looking up to YouTubers, but I feel like, you know, it's just like you shouldn't get your morals from celebrities. You guys understand what I'm saying? Like you should be looking forward to people who are written and have actual good morals and are written to be. Hold on. Sonic has a personality. I found Mario doesn't have one. I think Sonic very early on was like they had a personality. Basically, like I don't know if it's because of all the like the media around Sonic, but no one really knew what Mario's purpose was until like later on. Like, yes, he would go save the princess, save the Mushroom Kingdom, yeah, but we didn't really know who Mario was. You know what I mean? It was kind of, but Sonic, you pretty much early kind of knew like, you know, what he was doing. You know what I mean? He's like, I got to go fast, you know, and I think him having so much like movies and cartoons helped with that. But I don't know. I agree with Destructor on this. I think Sonic did have like a personality very early on. I got Persona 5 Strikers. I kind of like it. Yeah, Persona 5 Strikers good. I didn't really like the combat because I was used to the turn-based combat. But yeah, Persona's good. Like I don't know if there's a bad Persona game. You know, like they're all pretty good. Batman literally made me a better person. Yeah, that's the great thing. That's a good thing. If you look up to someone and they have a positive reflection on your life, that's great. I know this is a little off topic, but it's still video game related. But anyone remember Flash browser website games? Dude, I was so sad when they realized that they stopped supporting Flash browser. Like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but like they straight up stopped supporting Flash, which really sucks because I used to really like playing those like Flash games, like Paparia, fucking those like dress up games. Dude, I used to play, I forgot what it was called. It was 1,000 games or 1,000 crazy games. I used to play that so much. I used to play the stick figure game and I'd like give my characters names and do this like whole thing. Oh man, it takes me back to a better time, honestly. But the thing is too, it's like Newgrounds still has games on it. And I think Mini Clips too does some games, but it just sucks that it all got taken over by like mobile games. You know, it is unfortunate, but there's still some games out there that are like surviving, which is great. I still play Flash games. I just use a special browser for it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing Flash games. I think it's great. I think if people go on the internet and are bored and are like, fuck, dude, I want to play some cool math games. That's cool because a lot of people put a lot of dedication into making those games. You know, like I said, I used to love like those mini clips games. I think like, oh, dude, I don't know if you guys can tell me this. I forgot what it was called, but it was a game. It was an old game, and you could basically play as celebrities and like beat each other up. Like you can play as like you can like beat up Justin Bieber. I forgot what that game was called. It's very vivid in my memories. But yeah, it's crazy how like kids nowadays are gonna grow up on like mobile games, which sucks because it's like those old Flash games were so perfect. Get your morals from life experience, not media. Well, that's the thing. You can get your morals from people you look up to, but you should also get some morals from like your day-to-day life. You know what I mean? Like, I think like we all naturally have a sense of good and wrong. So it's like if you're in a situation where you see someone like bullying someone, obviously the right thing to do is to step in. But unfortunately, a lot of people might not know that that's what they should do. So if someone like Batman like pretty much shows them like, hey, you should stand up to people like this, that's great. Yeah, I get it. You can't look up to aspects of celebrities, but they're human too, and a lot of them aren't great humans. Take the good stuff and learn from the bad stuff as a warning. Yeah, the thing is though, like I said, if you look up to celebrities, just know, like especially with the Gideon stuff, you can look up to Gideon, but don't pretend like he's your all savior, going to be the end of EDP, because unfortunately, it's not. There's always going to be a little thing to it. You know what I mean? Like there's always going to be a little aspect to it that's just doesn't sit right. So like if you look up to someone like, I don't know, like just throwing a name out there, you look up to someone like Dream, and then all of a sudden he does a video bashing you or bashing someone. It's like never meet your heroes. It's like you shouldn't look up to celebrities. That's what I'm trying to say is that they don't care about you. They don't care about what they do. They only care about how they get perceived. Imagine a crossover between DC and My Hero Academia. Lol. Imagine Batman meeting All Might and Domain Wayne and Bakugo fighting DCU versus My Hero Academia. Make that a thing. That would be a cool concept. I think it has potential. I think what's the word? What's it called? I think one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys know about Jump Force, but it was like this whole anime game that like got all the big anime characters to meet each other, and like it was cool, but it was so weird. It was such a weird thing. What's up, man? Really like the videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Venom Gaming. I really appreciate that kind of positivity, man. And honestly, as long as you guys keep liking the videos, I'm gonna keep posting them. As long as we're still out here exposing people and making decent content. I need to play more Persona games. I like the combat. I know it can be better. Oh yeah, like they're not perfect. The Persona games definitely aren't perfect, and it's definitely for a certain genre of people, but they're really good. Honestly, if you like a good, solid story with a lot of character building, like you end up caring about the characters at the end. You know what I mean? You end up really caring about the relationships you're building. Flash Games 246. Damn it. Would you play the new Mortal Kombat game? I have played it. I played it at my friend's house. I don't own it, but I did play it with my friend for like a couple hours, and it's really good, dude. It's really good. And I've been watching Dashi Games play the campaign, because the campaign's also really interesting. One thing I wish the Paparia games had would save your damn progress. That's the biggest issue with Flash games, is you'll do this like massive game. I forgot what it was. It was some cart game where I had to like launch a cart and like keep upgrading it. I remember I upgraded the shit out of my cart, and then my computer crashed, and then I reloaded my computer and I lost all my progress. At Publius, you addressing the recent Yandere controversy? I'll probably talk about it tomorrow, Mr. Gamer. I probably will have a video about it tomorrow. Because I did kind of do a little bit of research already. Because when I first hear about things, I do like to look into them a bit. But I'm going to sit down at my desk tomorrow and actually do a video talking about the Yandere dev stuff. I heard Jump Force did poorly. Yeah, it wasn't very well received. It was a lot of nothing going on. I played it for like a couple hours with my friends, and it was weird. It was cool seeing all these like fucking anime characters meet each other, but at the end of the day, it was just like, I don't know. It just wasn't very good. I'll be honest. Hold on. Jump Force was cool, but 3D graphics weren't it, at least for me. But a lot of my favorite animes and mangas were there. Yeah, that's the thing. The mangas and the anime and the characters were cool, but like the character design were so creepy, and like there just wasn't like there wasn't a big understanding on what was happening in the game. Like you were going from fight to fight to fight, and you didn't really know why. And I was like, it was just too much. It was just too much. And I think that's why it didn't perform very well. When I was a kid, I used to look up to Leafy is Here because I admire how brave he was and say some of the things he did. Being so young, I didn't understand the concept of not looking up to YouTubers. Shake my head. The thing with Leafy is you can respect some of his things back then. Like I respected the fact that he did go against a lot of YouTubers that were doing shitty stuff on the platform. But again, you can't put all your eggs into one basket when it comes to looking up to YouTubers, because Leafy is a piece of shit. He's a complete garbage human being now. And I don't know. I just don't respect him now and the stuff he does. Same with iDubbbz. I used to really look up to iDubbbz when I was a kid. I used to be like, fuck yeah, like go against these YouTubers, make content cops, call out the bullshit on YouTube. You know what I mean? I looked up to him and now look at him. You know what I mean? It just goes to show that maybe you shouldn't look up to celebrities, because they will probably disappoint you, honestly. And they'll also teach you bad values, which is a big thing that this new, I don't want to go into generational stuff, but a big thing that's wrong with this generation is they look up to too many celebrities and they are too dedicated to them, which is sad, because then they go out of their way to do dumb shit and then they end up looking dumb and then they cause these massive issues. Papa's Freezeria did save your progress. You have to save your file onto a computer itself, then upload it into the game when you go back. Yeah, but those Papa games should, though, save every single time, because those Papa games are long. I think any Flash game that you actually like fully make progress in should have an automatic save feature. But again, that's wishing a lot for something that's pretty much dead. There was the one guy I looked up to who I thought was a hero. Turns out he's not the person I thought he was, which is why fictional characters are more looked up to. Even fictional characters, though, can disappoint you on how they're written. I know a lot of people looked up to a lot of characters in Game of Thrones, and then they're extremely disappointed how they treated the characters. Like, same with Luke Skywalker. I looked up to Luke Skywalker. I fucking hate the new Luke Skywalker in the new Star Wars. I think he's garbage. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I still see him as the little boy in Tatooine. You know, it's like I don't really have to see him as the new character, you know? Yo, what's up? AJ's here. How you doing, brother? I found it hard to connect with the female character in Persona 5. They seem to be written very stiff and lacking originality. They're the only reason I wasn't a big on Persona 5. Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of the characters are written kind of stiff. You can tell that, you know, a lot of these Japanese writers, sometimes they don't really understand how to write characters. Like, that's not dissing Japanese writers at all. I'm just saying, like, sometimes they are written very stiff, especially the female characters. I can relate to the Flash game progress. I spent a good chunk of last year grinding a game of Planet Life on my school Chromebook, but one day all my progress was gone. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. And you know, you're just going to have to restart it all. You know, it is disappointing, but at the same time, that's kind of the disappointment thing you have to do, you know? Harley's TBS video perfectly elaborates on the situation. Feel free to credit him. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'll do some of my research tomorrow and watch some YouTubers talk about it. Because this is a pretty big thing, right? Like, 16-year-old girl, like, that's crazy. I don't even know how old Yandere Dev is. Leafy was cute, but then he let himself go. Holy fuck. It's crazy to see how physically changed people get when they fall off. Like, look at iDubbbz. He looks so much different now. Look at, oh my God, look at EDP, bro. He never looked good, but he's looked so much worse in these recent years than he did before. Look at Leafy, dude. He let himself go. He's fat now. He's gross. Like, every time you see a YouTuber fall off, you can tell it's fucking with them mentally. Who's worse, Leafy or iDubbbz? I have to go with Leafy, man. I'll be honest. At least Leafy's kind of sticked with his edginess, but iDubbbz hasn't like tried to like dox people and go after them like fan base wise. You know, I can kind of respect iDubbbz, the fact that he is kind of like, what's the word? Like, sticking with his cuckness. It seems like Leafy can't stick with shit. You know what I mean? It's just how Leafy is. iDubbbz Leafy. Yeah, if you think that, you can think that Leafy's better than iDubbbz. Again, you can think that if you want. I just personally think that, like, at least iDubbbz doesn't do as crazy shit as Leafy does, you know? Most social media influencers aren't goated with the sauce. True. I mean, someone like, you can look up to someone like, I don't fucking know, like, no, not even. Like, even Moist Critical, like, I disagree with some of his stuff. Like, I just don't really look up to celebrities. Don't look up to social media people. I'm a mod in Billy the Fridge Discord, and he used to be friends with Leafy. He had good things to say about Leafy, so I defend Leafy for a long time until he had the comeback. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. If people like Leafy, that's fine. If you still enjoy his content, that's completely fine. I just can't agree with some of the shit he's done recently. And I think, like, a lot of his fans can be extremely toxic, and it seems like they took the bad stuff about Leafy and made it their personality instead of the good stuff. You know, and I can't sit here and say that Leafy didn't do good stuff. He definitely has done really good stuff on the platform. It just sucks that he does dumb shit now, you know. I agree. Today's generation believes in twisted morals and people getting bullied for the dumbest reasons. Yeah, I think people just need to like stop getting so involved in celebrity drama. Like I think like that's saying a lot for someone who covers it, but I just think like at the end of the day, it's important for you to like have your own values. You know, if you see your favorite YouTuber do something sketchy, call them out for it. Don't go and defend them because they're like your favorite YouTuber. I believe Billy 100% that Leafy was good and it was just an act for the camera. Yeah, I remember seeing a video of him saying how he loves everyone and all that stuff, and I genuinely believed it was true. It just sucks that he has to exaggerate all his shit to stay relevant. I used to look up to Shane Dawson when I was younger. That really hurt me deep to find out what he was truly like. He's not funny as he used to be. I miss the characters he would do. Same with a lot of people with Colleen Ballinger. A lot of people looked up to Colleen Ballinger when they were kids, and then look what happened, right? Like it just, I don't know. And you can't tell people not to look up to YouTubers because they're going to. Like I looked up to PewDiePie, and I still look up to PewDiePie, you know, like since I was a kid. You know, but if PewDiePie did something really fucked, like really bad, I wouldn't be defending him, you know, because I know the difference. You know, I can't let my emotions of how me watching his like Amnesia gameplays when I was like 9, let that affect my moral beliefs and what people are doing. EP never let himself get better. Well, that's the thing. He had an opportunity after the first thing to go and better himself as a human, but he didn't. He didn't. He just fell into this. He had a choice at that point. He had a choice where it's like, dude, you fucked up. You went and tried to meet with a 13-year-old girl. You are mentally fucked. Go get a therapist. Start exercising. Apologize. Seek help. And get better. But instead, he took the option that was easier, which is to keep grooming children. Like, I don't know, man. Yandere Dev is 35 years old. Holy fuck. Leafy today looks like a crackhead you'd see at 7-Eleven at 3 a.m. Well, that's what happens when you fall off a little bit. Like that's literally what happens when you kind of lose your purpose, is you start losing your like your physical nature, you know. Like he used to be a scrawny kid, you know, now he's like, God, man, I used to like Leafy, but I don't care anymore, to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing. He can keep doing his own thing. I'm not going to sit here and ripe on him. I just think like, I don't know, man. I just think like he's done a lot of real shit things, unfortunately. So it's like I just can't defend him nowadays. But like he did start a whole thing on YouTube of calling other content creators out on their bullshit. He called out who's that one guy, the Goth Moth guy, who cheated on his girlfriend and then said it was her fault. He called him out very early on. And I was like, that's great. But then he would go and call out some kid who has fucking a disability. And it's like he was just, he was too edgy. He was just too edgy, honestly. Oh, Leafy's Discord was so toxic. I was horrified as soon as I joined. That's the thing, right? If you're going to do content like this, you got to make sure to keep the line about like what's okay and what's not okay. Because again, like I said, a Leafy clone literally took down my previous channel because he was being edgy. So you guys can tell I don't have a lot of hope for like Leafy clones. Like, don't get me wrong. What's his name? AJ is here. He's a good Leafy clone. He's actually makes decent content. He goes after the right people. You know, like, does he sometimes fuck up? Sure. But I don't think he's toxic compared to, say, someone like Scorpy HQ or March Baby, who literally make shit content and are like the bad part of the Leafy clones like side. I also used to look up to Onision back in the high school. I liked his news videos. Boy, do I regret that. Same with me, dude. I used to look up to, what's his name? Philip DeFranco until the BetterHelp situation came out, where he was like defending the fact that he was promoting BetterHelp, and I lost all respect for him. EDP got a point where he just said, I'm ruined in my mind. He thought he wasn't, but he actually is. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's a clip in Kayla's video where EDP literally talks about this other girl he's grooming and how the girl was going to go public. And he literally says in the clip, bitch, I hope the fuck you do. I will have front row seats to see this. You can't fuck my life up even more than it already is. That voice clip itself just encapsulated how he's feeling emotionally. He doesn't care anymore. He does not give a shit what people think, which, I mean, he does. Don't get me wrong. He truly does. But I'm trying to say on like a broader aspect that he doesn't care if he gets outed for grooming. It's not a big thing anymore to him, which is sucks because he's still like, there's victims, man. Yeah. I'm surprised Keemstar is still on the YouTube. Drama Alert was not needed on YouTube. Drama Alert was unfortunately a really bad reason why drama should not really be talked about on YouTube. And yes, that is saying from someone who does cover drama. But Drama Alert, unfortunately, he fucked up so many stories. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a while ago where he said that some YouTube or some Twitch streamer was a pedophile, and it was literally just some old man who was wholesomely streaming some like RuneScape, and he had all these people go to his Twitch stream calling him a groomer, calling him a pedophile, completely disgracing him. And he was like so sad about it. And Keemstar's like, yeah, we just got some bad information. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's like, fuck you, Keemstar. Delete your fucking channel. Like, that's something you do not do. You do not accuse someone of pedophilia and then send your like fucking like brain dead audience to go harass them on Twitch. And it turns out it was just some old innocent man playing fucking RuneScape. That ruined me. That ruined me when it came to Keemstar. Fuck Drama Alert and fuck Keemstar. Honestly, I do not fuck with what they do, and I do not fuck with the fact that they do shit like that. I wouldn't consider myself a woke or anything. But I remember a time where Leafy made fun of an innocent man with a mental disability, and the man whined was to wish everyone a good day. That's the thing. You're not woke. You're not being woke. And it's like, I wouldn't consider myself woke either. But yeah, there is a line to that. Like, I personally draw the line at making fun of disabled people and pretty much going after people that like don't really deserve it. And I guess that's morally up to you. But like for me, for instance, I will go after, say, someone like Whitney, Wisconsin, but I'm not going to go after some disabled man who's trying to make content on YouTube. And that was the big issue with Leafy, is he was either going to do something really good for the platform or something fucking god awful. And there was really no in between, which sucked. And that's what got him terminated, honestly. What's your thoughts on Gideon? He's a fraud. Massive fraud. I don't know if you saw my recent video, but I just posted a new video talking about the setup literally like an hour ago. So if you want to go see my opinions on that, you can. You can also watch my Gideon as a fraud video. But yeah, I personally just think that he really fucked over the case, and I think he literally ruined the case. I'll check out AJ. Yeah, AJ is here. He makes decent content. I'll be honest. Like he hasn't like done anything bad in my personal opinion. I think he's one of the rare cases where he is a fucking Leafy clone, but he's not like toxic about it. What's your thoughts on Gideon EDP video? Again, posted the video if you want to go watch it. It's there. Literally just released it. So EDP has the tough guy persona, but he's one of the internet's biggest lolcows. Yeah, no, he is. He exists on the internet at this point to be made fun of. But unlike most lolcows, well, a lot of lolcows are like this, but he is causing actual victims, which is unfortunate. And it does cross the line where it's like, yeah, we can make content on him, but at the end of the day, he's pretty much one of the most dangerous lolcows. And that's saying a lot. Do you ever plan to check out bad toxic people, or would you be interested in checking out notable people too? Well, the thing is though, it's like, I don't know. It's like you can go after toxic people. I think that's fine. I think like someone like the Ace family who isn't like morally that bad, well, they're pretty fucked. But if you go and try to call out their bullshit, that's fine. But like if you go after someone who's like a starting YouTuber and you just disagree with their content and you just morally disagree with them, not morally, but like you just disagree with them as a person, I think that's low for a content or a commentary channel to do. I think there's some people who do deserve to be criticized, but there's a lot of people on this platform that does get criticized for no reason, just because people don't like their content. I don't know. I usually like someone like Gideon, whose persona is he's a good YouTuber. If I go against him, I'll get hate, but it's like surface level. You know, he has this persona that he's like this good guy, but honestly, he's not a good person. So the only time I've ever respected Drama Alert was during the Tobuscus situation, because he didn't say anything or give his opinion at all. Like Keem at his best when he shuts up. That's the problem with Keemstar, is he handles a lot of situations with respects, but then he also fucks a lot of situations. It seems like he has no consistency. You know, like the Etika stuff. He fucked Etika. He was one of the main reasons why Etika did not recover, because he memed on Etika. He treated it like a fucking story. So yeah, no, I have no respect for Keemstar at all. Susan Wojcicki should have removed Drama Alert and Logan Paul, and I really don't like Usho Speed. He kind of grosses me out. I mean, I could have a huge reason why all three of them should be banned. Obviously, Drama Alert, he reports on the dumb, like he's not a good reliable source. And I understand a lot of commentary channels and news channels aren't good reliable sources. Don't get me wrong, guys, but he's fucked up too much in the past that I don't think he does deserve a platform, you know? And his channel should have been terminated when iDubbbz did a content cop. I think that should have been the point where he got terminated. Logan Paul, obviously you guys know, crypto scam. what else? Crypto Scam and the Japanese suicide forest. I mean, that's all I really got to say. He should be banned for that. And then IShowSpeed abusing the copyright system. He's admitted to it multiple times, showing nudity on stream multiple times, abusing copyright system, telling his fans to do this crazy shit. I think he did this whole thing where he was calling 911 constantly. And his fans were like, oh, that's hilarious. He's calling 911. Obviously, he wasn't calling real 911. But then all his fans are going to be like, I'm going to call 911 now. He's just a bad influence. And I think he needs to be terminated. EDP is the best villain on this app. Unfortunately, yes, he is. He is one of the biggest villains. He's one of the most hated people on the app. He's one of the biggest, like, what's the word? Bad guys on YouTube. Apparently, Chris Chan is being released from prison soon. I hate that fact. Yeah, I watched Destructor's video on it. Yeah, unfortunately, Chris Chan is going to come back to YouTube. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to come back to YouTube, which sucks. But hey, these rats are going to come back to the one thing that was feeding them. So Keem, another villain on the internet. Oh yeah, Keemstar's done terrible things, man. Again, I just brought up one example of what he's done. He's ruined other people's lives. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's gone after Jared Genesis and other shitty YouTubers. But again, just like Leafy, he does stupid shit. Being a commentary channel is like a Two-Face and his coin. Like Two-Face and his coin from Batman. That's the thing. You have to. Here's the thing, right? And I understand you're going to say no offense, Plubius, you're golden. Is I fuck up too sometimes. I'll be honest. Sometimes I'll make a video, and there's a reason why I got a strike on my previous channel. Because sometimes I'll talk about a topic that I'm not really informed about, and I could admit to that. Unlike some people, you know, I do. But I try, and I genuinely am being honest with you guys. I try my best to pick the thing I'm talking about, and I try to my best to do the best research I can. You know, because it's like the last thing I want to do is to push heat on someone that doesn't deserve it, or to talk about a topic that I'm going to fuck up. You know, if I'm going to make a video, I've learned to be like, try to be 100% on what I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm going to have people coming to my channel and being like, oh, you got this wrong, you got that wrong. It happens. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, but I'm being honest with you guys. I try my 100% to try to get as accurate as a video I can get without trying to be biased. And if I'm going to be a bias in my videos, I'm going to tell you guys I'm going to be biased. I'll just say, I honestly, guys, I do not like Jared Genesis. Here's my video on him. You know, and if I got something wrong in the video, I will admit to it. I will. I won't bullshit you guys. Like for instance, the Quite situation. Back when I had my YouTube channel, I talked about the Quite situation, and something about me reading the video, me reading the evidence, how I felt inside made me realize that don't make a video calling Quite a pedophile. I was like, don't do it. It's going to be bad because you don't know anything and it's going to come back to bite you. So I didn't. I made a video saying this is the evidence. This is what's going on. I feel deep down that he's innocent. And then it turns out that he was fucking innocent. And then a lot of commentary channels had to make apologies because they straight up were calling Quite a pedophile because of some bullshit allegations on Twitter. So I think moments like that is where you need to trust your gut and trust the evidence. You know, but if we have a situation like Yandere Dev, who admitted to talking with a 16-year-old girl, then it's like, you know, you can do what you want with that because it's like he admitted to it. You know, same with Cookie Lol X. Cookie Lol X literally admitted to fucking everything. So of course I'm going to do a video talking about it and then have all gloves off. But if it was a situation where it was just evidence and no one admitted to anything, I'm going to just present you guys the evidence and give my personal opinion on how I feel, which way I'm swaying. I believe you, man. Don't worry. Yeah, it just sucks because I feel like commentary channels get a lot of bad rep. You know, if you're a commentary channel, you're automatically thrown in this idea that you're just a clout chasing goblin who's a bottom feeder. When it's like, I feel like you got to have good morals as a commentary channel because it's like it's really up to you if you're going to do a video on a situation, and it's up to you how you do that video. But anyways, I'm going to end the stream here because I've been streaming for like almost 2 hours and I'm tired and I still got to eat. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by and enjoying the stream. Tomorrow I'm probably going to have 2 videos out. I'm going to have a video probably talking about Yandere Dev, which look forward to that. And then I'm going to have a video talking about a Roblox game, which you guys should really be looking forward to that. I think it's going to surprise you guys, the shit I get into, because it is really disturbing. But I hope you guys check out those videos. Like I said, I just posted a video talking about the Gideon Skeet stuff. So if you guys want to go check that out, go check it out after the stream. Let me quickly catch up on some of these messages. It's like when the old sitcom actors get caught for being creepy. Cosby, Danny Matterson, and ruin the show. Only instead of a couple hundred episodes, it's 1,000 of YouTube vlogs of a real person. No, exactly. You hit it right on the nose. Remember that one guy, the Boudet, who got caught in a sting, but basically got off scot-free like EDP. Yeah, I heard about that. Didn't really talk about it at the time, but a lot of these predators get off free. Mini Lad got off free. James Charles got off free. Shadman, his channel's still up. I could literally go spend the next 2 hours talking about all the people who have gone away with it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And like I said, 2 videos out tomorrow. Go check out the EDP video I just posted tonight. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend.